Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy's most recent action confirms Carter and Hope's choice to acquire Forrester Creations. On today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope encourages Carter to carry out the takeover, Ivy cuts Will off in his tracks, and Ridge searches for the truth. Carter drops the pen at Hope's cabin and signs the LLC document, giving him authority over Forrester Creations. Hope assures him that everything will change as a result. He is now identified as the LLC's manager. You succeeded, Carter. We succeeded. Hope can't imagine a finer candidate to head Forrester Creations. He is just what the business needs in order to advance. Steffy and Ridge's signatures are still required by Carter. They will no longer be in charge after they sign. He would have complete authority thanks to the paper, but they must be realistic since this will spark a revolution. Carter Hope B&B. Steffy and Eric are talking about a press release regarding the end of Hope's line in Forrester's main office. Ridge says he has to go check on something and doesn't think they need to make that decision just yet. Will canoodles with Elektra in the design office. She fears that someone might stroll in while she is doing this at work. Given that he is about to kiss the world's most beautiful female once more, Will imagines that they would be somewhat envious. Will reflects that he doesn't want to divert her attention as they share a kiss. She claims that even if he isn't present, he will still do that. Will also gives her a lot of thought. He is curious about every detail of her. When Ridge discovers that Finn is working from home, he wonders whether he has time to be with his father-in-law. He wants to know more about what transpired between him and Hope. Finn claims that Hope's actions needed to be addressed. He believes Steffy had to fire her. Ridge discusses Brooke's current state of distress. Finn asserts that her daughter's actions have no justification. Are you certain that Hope was coming on to you? Ridge says. Before they release the press release, he needs to know whether there's any chance she wasn't. Being the son of a billionaire is more intriguing to Elektra in the design office than designing jewels. Will disagrees, stating that she is intelligent, humorous, and attractive. He reiterates that he wants to know everything about her, including where she grew up, and Ivy hears him as she looks in the door. Why did you travel to Los Angeles? Ivy cuts Will off, telling him he's just as charming as his brothers. Ivy adds she has been telling her aunt how thrilled she is to be working at Forrester, and with you too, Will. She continues by saying that Forrester is like home to her. I've been hearing a lot about you lately. According to Will, Elektra has undoubtedly made it a place he wants to be. He departs after being called away. Ivy, who knows all too well how the Spencer men can be, teases, you have it bad for that boy. And obviously, he feels the same way about you. Elektra fears that everything could be ruined by her history. Eric is concerned about Zen's future in the main office. Steffy tells her grandfather that he has a bright future there and that they would make use of his skills. Steffy requests a press release, which Katie brings in. Steffy claims Hope for the future is finished, but she and Eric want to wait. Hope had to touch her spouse, but she might have remained at Forrester. Steffy is pleased with Katie's brief letter, but Eric is upset since it doesn't highlight Hope's achievements. Steffy claims that despite being dismissed, she is not retiring. There is more to talk about, therefore Katie believes they should wait. Hope says she wasn't coming on to Finn, so she tells Eric that. Steffy should believe Finn if she doesn't believe her since she saw what she saw. Carter frets about the expense of a takeover in the cabin. His best friend is Ridge. Hope believes that Forrester is a part of him, just as it was her, yet she was dismissed without question. The state of affairs at Forrester limited their options. It's a family business, Carter reflects, and Hope occasionally felt like a member of that family. Me too, replies Carter, but not so much anymore. He queries whether they truly intend to take over Forrester and whether they are willing to risk everything. Hope notes that although her tenure at Forrester is coming to an end, his is not. Carter may turn things around by using the LLC's power. Hope shows Carter how to put on the underwear. Ridge and Steffy would doubt his judgment if they came clean. Although Steffy has lost her perspective, Carter believes she is an excellent entrepreneur. He cannot tolerate the way she treats Hope. Hope has been underappreciated at Forrester, but she says, "You are an inspiration." "So have you, and that has to change," says Hope, holding out the document, adding that it might hold the key to safeguarding their futures. "All we have to do is get the signatures of Ridge and Steffy." Carter, Hope, B&B. Katie approaches Steffy in the main office. "What's the rush? She is the one who wants the media to focus on something else," Steffy reminds her. Using extra time is something that Eric supports. According to Steffy, they must do it and go on. To avoid surprising her, she requests that Katie forward the release to Hope. Finn recognizes Ridge's predicament at the Cliff home. He claims that he and Brooke will be alright, but the company doesn't need this issue. Carter tells Hope in the cabin that he needs her by his side if he is going to do this. "You know I have your back," she replies. He regrets that his proposal was rejected by Ridge and Eric. Hope asserts that unless they take action, the current situation will never alter. Carter laments that the business is becoming increasingly dysfunctional every day. He is aware of its potential. Hope responds, "It will be." Carter questions what the Logans must do to gain respect and recognition. Hope smiles at Carter standing up for the underdogs and seeing her value. "I think you've earned it." She is appreciative, as is her mother. Hope picks up her phone after receiving a notice. She informs Carter that the press release she is expected to send out has been emailed by Katie. She learns that Hope Logan, the founder of Hope for the Future, is moving on and that the show is ending production. Steffy isn't going to back down, she sobs. Carter draws her close and says, "No, it's not truly over. Not even close." Taking up the LLC document, Hope states that Forrester needs a compassionate leader who is prepared to lead the business to new heights. She informs Carter that a new era must begin. He'll have her by his side. She chuckles and says, "Let's do it today." Carter nods, and they share a passionate kiss. Finn refuses to back down. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan will pursue John Finnegan and insist that he persuade Steffy Forrester to back off. In an attempt to persuade Finn that it was an accident, Brooke will argue Hope's side. Finn is aware of what transpired, but he doesn't accept it. After all, Finn was present. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, John Finnegan is not afraid. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn is not intimidated by Brooke. Finn also has no intention of letting Brooke discuss Steffy. Finn is aware that Hope has repeatedly tried to get close to him, and she was doing just that when she fell on top of him. He won't be persuaded otherwise by Brooke. Like Steffy and Taylor Hayes, Finn is probably going to tell Brooke how much Hope behaves like her. Finn doesn't know Brooke well enough to offer any insight on this. Finn will still tell Brooke to go after expressing his views on her daughter. Will Finn discover the truth in the end? John Finnegan will run to Steffy Forrester, according to B&B spoilers. Without a doubt, Finn would tell Steffy everything about Brooke visiting and talking to him about Hope. Finn has no intention of keeping this to himself. Steffy will want to know that Brooke has joined herself to the list of those attempting to influence Steffy's decision. Finn must express his support for Steffy. In all honesty, Finn is aware that if he stood up for Hope, he would end up in the doghouse with Steffy. If Finn was positive that it was an accident, he probably wouldn't try to persuade Steffy of that. When Steffy last left him, it was because of Hope, and Finn recalls that she nearly died. Finn is not going to stand up for Hope just because of it. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, everyone understands this is personal. Everyone is aware that this is a private matter between Hope and Steffy, including Eric Forrester, John McCook. Steffy won't acknowledge that she fired Hope for no valid cause. For weeks, Steffy had been keeping Hope's line above her head. The growing rivalry between Forrester and Logan has been known to everybody at Forrester Creations. Without a doubt, things are going out of control and will only get worse. Was a corporate takeover necessary to resolve this? Is it possible that Steffy disregarded reason and followed Eric's instructions? Steffy ought to keep her sentiments out of this. How much worse can this go until it's over? Ridge questions Finn about Hope's true fate as she and Carter plot to transform Forrester. Carter explains the takeover to Hope on Bold and the Beautiful today. Will tells Elektra he wants to know everything about her, and Eric and Katie are hesitant to declare Hope is gone. Bill received a message from Luna, and Carter discovered a gap that would enable him and Hope to seize control of Forrester. Eric and Steffy are perplexed at Forrester when Ridge leaves without warning. Steffy and Eric discuss how crucial it is to find Zen something to do. With a news release about Hope, Katie bursts in. Eric and Katie are hesitant to share it. Steffy is adamant that this be done. Hope has been dealt with for touching her husband. They review the statement. It lacks specifics. They argue over what took place. If they are unsure, Steffy advises them to speak with Finn. Eric and Katie don't understand why there is a rush. Steffy asks Katie to forward the press release to Hope and insists that it go live immediately. As the LLC's manager, Carter signs his name at the cabin. Hope claims that this makes a huge difference. There is no one better, in her opinion, to guide the business. He notes that he still needs the signatures of Steffy and Ridge. The Forresters will be completely under his power if they sign. They are going to initiate a revolution. He is concerned about the possible cost of doing this. She informs him that the business is a part of them and that they have been unable to reach their full potential. They both don't feel like they belong, but will they take over Forrester and risk everything? They recap what transpired with Finn and discuss how Hope and the business are being harmed by Steffy's lack of perspective. They discuss Hope's impact on the globe and how inspirational she is. They both feel underappreciated, and something needs to change. She holds up the papers and claims they might hold the solution. She adds that nothing will change unless they fulfill their pledge to support one another as they restructure the business. It's the only way the business can endure in the long run. She thanks him for recognizing her value as he continues to talk about how the Logans deserve respect. After receiving the press release from Katie, she reads it and starts crying. This isn't over, Carter assures her. The company deserves someone worthy of it, she replies, placing the papers back in his palm. A new era must be upon us. They decide to kiss each other and take over today. In the design office, Will and Elektra are sharing a kiss. She is the most gorgeous girl in the world, he tells her. He does not wish to divert her attention. She claims that will be challenging because she misses him. Will also considers her and his desire to learn everything there is to know about her. She would rather discuss him. Ivy peeks inside and sees them. She interrupts him when she hears him inquire about Elektra's history. They all express their excitement about working there. He must return to the mailroom and departs. Ivy is aware that her niece is in love with the Spencer lad. She is able to comprehend that. Elektra fears her past will ruin it. When Ridge arrives at the Cliff House, Finn is taken aback. Ridge would like to know more about what transpired with Hope. He requires a more thorough explanation of her actions. Brooke doesn't believe the narrative. He must know immediately if there is any possibility that Hope is correct in asserting her innocence. Have you yet to join our Facebook groups for soap spoilers? Join our groups, which are devoted to recaps, spoilers, rumors, gossip, and comings and goings, to talk with other soap lovers who share your interests. A pillar of the bold and the beautiful for many years, the rivalry between Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan has recently been rekindled by events. As personal grudges, familial loyalties, and career aspirations clash in a drama that might destroy the Forrester family and their fashion empire, the stakes are higher than ever this time. Their common past, which mostly centers on love triangles, familial loyalty, and their divergent ideas for Forrester Creations' future, is the foundation of Steffy and Hope's hostility. Their conflicts over romantic interests have further widened the gap between them, as evidenced by Liam Spencer's vacillating between the two ladies and other romantic entanglements. Family Feud * Steffy and Hope represent the ongoing struggle between their moms, as they are the daughters of Ridge Forrester's two great loves, Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan. Professional competition * at Forrester Creations. There is always conflict over whose vision should come first due to Steffy's practical leadership style and Hope's idealistic inventiveness. The two main issues in the most current chapter of their conflict are Steffy's attempts to establish control at Forrester Creations and Hope's recent personal decisions. Romantic mistakes * Steffy is in a complete meltdown due to Hope's alleged romantic relationship, or maybe affair, with Thomas Forrester. Strongly protective of her brother, Steffy doubts Hope's motivations, particularly in light of her marriage to Liam. Public image issues * Hope's choices raise questions about whether her personal life will overshadow her work, endangering the hope for the future line's reputation. Steffy has been establishing herself as the company's leader and strengthening her hold on Forrester Creations. She considers Hope's current behavior to be careless and detrimental to the company's reputation. Family loyalty * Although Steffy thinks she is operating in the best interests of the Forrester family, her combative methods are making people uncomfortable, even Hope. Their personal and professional relationships are suffering as a result of Steffy and Hope's ongoing conflict. Caught in the crossfire * due to his wife's behavior and his ex's attempts to bring order back, Liam finds himself once more torn between Hope and Steffy. His marriage is suffering as a result of his unwillingness to completely support either side. Challenging Hope's motives * Liam's faith in Hope is eroding, especially as reports of her relationship with Thomas intensify. In an attempt to keep the peace at Forrester Creations, Ridge is compelled to adjudicate disputes between his daughters. His patience and connections are being put to the strain as he struggles to maintain his neutrality. Preserving the legacy * Ridge is also extremely worried about the way the drama is affecting the family's legacy and the company's reputation. Rekindled rivalry * Brooke and Taylor are at odds once more, with Taylor supporting Steffy and Brooke standing up for Hope. Any progress they have made toward healing could be overshadowed by their renewed hostility. Employees are picking sides and productivity is suffering as a result of the dispute at work. Divided workforce * as employees side with either Steffy or Hope, the rivalry is poisoning the workplace. The Hope for the future line may be restructured or cut as a result of Steffy's doubts about its feasibility and profitability, putting Hope's career in jeopardy. Thomas torn * the focal point of the dispute, Thomas finds himself torn between Hope and his sister. His efforts to maintain objectivity are being put to the test, particularly as he deals with his residual affections for Hope. Hope has to choose between defending herself against Steffy's charges and owning up to her errors. Her decisions will affect her relationships and job for a long time. Although Steffy is adamant about proving she is correct about Hope, her fixation on being proven correct may drive away those closest to her. Surprising partnerships could result from the drama, like Ridge and Liam working together to restore peace to their families or Brooke and Thomas forming an alliance to protect Hope. There will inevitably be miscommunications and secrets revealed, which could change the plot and make Steffy and Hope face difficult realities about one another and themselves. The continuous conflict between Steffy and Hope is a microcosm of the greater themes that have characterized the bold and the beautiful for many years, reaching beyond simple personal grievances. With ambition, love, loyalty, and familial ties all at play, this plot is as captivating as ever. As Steffy and Hope work through their complex relationship and try to preserve what is most important to them, fans can anticipate dramatic confrontations, emotional admissions, and unexpected turns. As tensions build on all fronts, the drama in the bold and the beautiful intensifies. As his suspicions increase, Ridge Forrester places Dr. John Finnegan under pressure to defend his allegiance. As her sinister secrets get closer to being revealed, Electra Forrester finds herself in a more precarious emotional state. By raising Carter Walton's spirits, Hope Logan plays a risky game that feeds the flames and raises questions about her genuine motivations. Let's examine the main advancements. The legacy of Forrester Creations and his family have always been fiercely guarded by Ridge Forrester. Ridge is alarmed by recent rumors regarding Finn's erratic allegiances and his odd relationships with Hope. In a heated one-on-one exchange, Ridge demands answers because he is determined to get the truth. 1. Steffy's concerns * Steffy has expressed to Ridge her skepticism about Finn's recent actions. Steffy is agitated by Finn's actions, which range from standing up for Hope to seeming disinterested in family issues. 2. Hope's involvement *. Finn finds himself in a difficult situation as a result of his attempts to arbitrate between Hope and Steffy. Ridge wonders if Finn is too swayed by the Logan family. 3. A bigger scheme. Ridge is worried that Finn could be involved in a bigger scheme with Carter and Hope that could endanger Forrester Creations. When Ridge questions Finn, he doesn't hold back and demands to know his priorities. Finn fiercely defends himself, saying that he would always be faithful to Steffy and their family. But Ridge isn't convinced by his hesitancy on some issues, particularly when Hope's name is mentioned. Ridge's ultimatum *. Ridge issues a high-stakes ultimatum to Finn, warning him that any betrayal of Steffy or the Forrester name would not be accepted. Finn's struggle * aware that his activities have already strained his marriage, Finn struggles to uphold his integrity while demonstrating his loyalty to Ridge. The mysterious new member of the Forrester family, Elektra Forrester, has been concealing a troubled background that is now in danger of coming to light. Elektra finds herself going into a panic as a result of the increasing number of enigmatic messages and disturbing interactions. 1. The stalker returns * Remy, Elektra's compulsive stalker, has been sending her cryptic notes, which she assumes are from him. She is neurotic and afraid for her safety as a result of the menacing notes and unexpected appearances. 2. Family secrets * Elektra is aware that her background could harm her reputation and implicate other members of the Forrester family if it is revealed. 3. Ridge's pressure * knowing that she is being watched by Ridge, who is already on high alert for possible dangers to the family, Elektra feels trapped. Unsettling encounter * Elektra becomes even more paranoid after she rushes to confront Remy after thinking she spots him lurking close to Forrester Creations, only to discover that she is alone herself. A cry for help * Elektra thinks about telling Carter, who has been understanding and compassionate. But she is held back by her fear of criticism. The clock ticks * Elektra is aware that she has a limited amount of time to face her history before it haunts her. In an unexpected turn of events, Hope Logan decides to cheer up Carter Walton. Hope intervenes with words of encouragement that make people wonder about her intentions after Carter feels marginalized in the power conflicts at Forrester Creations. 1. Steffy's doubts * Carter feels underappreciated and uncertain of his position within the organization as a result of Steffy's expressed doubts over his allegiance. 2. Hope's vision * Hope understands the need to keep Carter inspired and views him as an ally in her fight to preserve her hope for the future line. Carter is taken aback by Hope's praise and encouragement, but it's obvious he appreciates the help. As their interactions become increasingly frequent, their co-workers become curious and concerned. Is it personal or strategic? As tensions with Steffy increase, Hope's timing raises questions, despite her insistence that her motivations are solely professional. A new collaboration? Hope makes it clear that she wants to work with Carter on important projects, indicating a closer partnership that might change the balance of power in the organization. Elektra, Hope, Finn, and Ridge's overlapping storylines are laying the groundwork for exciting developments. Unsatisfied with Finn's responses, Ridge starts questioning his behavior in more detail. This can result in startling disclosures on Finn's participation, or lack thereof, in Hope and Carter's schemes. Elektra is prone to making blunders as a result of her growing anxiousness. Should she make a mistake, her secrets might be revealed, endangering her standing within the Forrester family and putting her in actual danger from her stalker. Hope may have unforeseen effects from her attempts to improve Carter's morale. Hope and Carter can come under close scrutiny if Steffy or Ridge think their developing relationship poses a threat. Hope and Carter's relationship may be the catalyst for a more serious conflict as Ridge strengthens his hold on the Forrester family and Elektra struggles with her past. The balance of power at Forrester Creations, Elektra's safety, and Finn's loyalty are all on the line in this complex drama. The Forrester and Logan clans will undergo permanent changes as a result of the disclosures, conflicts, and turns that fans should expect.